This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. We are going to see AppDynamics Demo session today. I'm Saravanan Srinivasan, who is going to take you through this demo session. I hope everybody able to hear my voice clearly and hope you're all able to see my screen as well. So I have close to 11 years of experience in this performance testing and performance engineering stream. I know various tools like AppDynamics, Dynatrace, Neuralink, even the PT tools like LoadRunner, Jmeter, NeoLoad, Performance Center, Blazemeter, all those tools. I do training for performance engineering as well, so I know those utility tools like JVisual VM, JConsole, GC Viewer, GCEC, those tools as well. So basically, in our the course journey, it will be like complete information because it should be beneficial for all the stream of people, right? Because AppDynamics is not the one which is only specific to performance testers or performance engineers. No, not like that. It can be utilized by the developers, DevOps engineers, system support engineers, like that. Everybody can leverage this tool. That is a reason. So based on the understanding that we are having it in different stream of tools, I can share that information with you all. So it should be a complete information, and everything what we are going to learn, it is all practical. Okay, that is a very important thing. Key thing that I wanted to convey here. Everything will be a practical learning that we are going to do. Say like, say like if I'm going to do a application monitoring, or if I'm going to do a infrastructure monitoring, or if I'm going to do a browser monitoring, or if I'm going to do a database monitoring, everything that we are going to do with a practical understanding. Say I'm going to provide the Apache Tomcat server software and then a war file to you, and then Node.js application to you. So what I'm going to cover in this course journey is that, like, say you are going to learn AppDynamics. It is a term, which means that AppDynamics learning means it is not theoretical learning. You should have application infrastructure. Then only you can do your agent installation done, and then data extraction, bottleneck analysis, like that you can do it, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is that, like, I'm going to provide that knowledge first. Say an example, if you are setting it up the environment, one Apache Tomcat server installation. In that, if I deploy Java application, that will be ready. So for my practical understanding, application will be ready, and then we are going to do the configuration in AppDynamics and how we are going to do the data extraction part. That is all we are going to learn. Along with that, Node.js server, in that I'm going to explain one ExpressCart application where you are going to deploy this ExpressCart application into the Node.js server, and then how we are going to do the data gathering. So in application side, we are going to learn two different things. So one is your Java application, and then your Node.js application. Okay, Java application, Node.js application, which means that application server, which is Apache Tomcat server, and then your Node.js server. Two things we are going to learn as part of your the application side with practical learning. Okay, that is what I typically mentioned in the course content. So basically, I mentioned Apache Tomcat deployed application monitoring and Node.js server deployed application monitoring. These two things we are going to learn. Okay, and then your infrastructure monitoring, which is basically called as your machine agent. In AppDynamics term, it is machine agent. So we are going to learn the infrastructure level data like CPU, memory, disk, all those information we are going to learn using the Windows Server monitoring we are going to do. Okay, and then the next understanding is that, like, database monitoring. So as we all know, in the recent trend, out of the total 100% of the outages that we receive, 55% of the outages are related to database. So doing the database monitoring is very important. Okay, so So we are going to cover MySQL DB monitoring and then MongoDB monitoring. Okay, 2 DB monitoring that we are going to cover as part of our learning. Okay, say I understand that in this forum many are from performance testing background. Many would be knowing they only provide the performance testing tool level metric. It is either Jmeter, LoadRunner, NeoLoad. Those tool level metric only you guys usually provide to the stakeholder, right? Where other than that, if you guys are trying to do, either you will not get the privilege permission to do the infrastructure monitoring or the DB monitoring. Because of that, what is happening? Your report considered to be little subset of the total. Okay, it is not a total end-to-end report. It is a subset of the report that we are providing. And most of the time, what is happening? We are not in the position to convince our stakeholder. We need to convince our stakeholder, right? I know I've been into this field for more than a decade, right? So I know the pain and gain of convincing the customer, convincing the stakeholder. Say, like if you are providing a load runner report to the customer, they will ask hundreds and hundreds of questions to you, but most of the time you are not in a position to answer those different questions. Okay, I'll ask a question now. Say like anybody in this forum can answer. uh, Say like can anybody say like your load testing tools are giving your client side metric, end user response time? Your load testing tool is giving that client side metric or end user response time? Anybody can say.
Hey, I think if I'm not wrong, it's giving the client side metrics, not exactly end user response, because the end user response will include your page rendering times and everything. So it's not giving the load runner, I think. It's
Yeah,
giving like, how many requests you are sending it out and how many transactions getting passed out. So such kind of data you're getting it out in the load runner, but not exactly in the end user responses.
exactly, Rizwan. Wonderful, wonderful. So that is what the answer I expected also. It is actually a, I would say, server, http http. It communicates through http. Okay, so that's where you are lacking the end user response times. Okay, say I hope in this forum uh, many are from other streams as well. Say some college students would be there, some functional background who is trying to up ladder their career in to performance engineering side will be there. So for their benefit, I'm telling you. Say like I'm accessing my application in browser. Okay, I'm accessing my application in browser. Application in browser.
Sarvanan, you are breaking up.
Now you are clear with that. Now it's clear for you. Okay, so application that you are accessing in browser. Okay, and then this request will go to where? Your physical servers. Your request will be going to your physical servers. So that physical server will actually process the data. Sorry. Okay, this is your physical server. Your physical server will process the data. Physical server. Okay, will process the data and it will give back the response. Okay, your request is actually going and then it is processing and it is giving back the and it is giving back the response to your browser. It is giving back the response to your browser. So this is what is happening manually whenever you are trying to do some activity in your browser. This is what is typically happening. Okay, as a layman perspective, this is what is happening. A request is going, it is hitting your physical server and it is giving back the response. That is what is typically happening in the real world. Okay, say an example, performance testing tools like LoadRunner, Jmeter, NeoLoad, all these tools that you are using. Okay, performance testing tools that you are using. What these performance testing tools will do basically, it is a man in the middle. It is a man in the middle between your browser and your physical server. These tools I'm saying, this LoadRunner, Jmeter, NeoLoad, all these tools, it is all man in the middle. It will sits in the middle. Like in a raw term, I can say it is a proxy server. In Jmeter term and all, it is a proxy server. It sits in the middle. Okay, so which means that what will happen when you are accessing that during recording, I'm saying during recording of the scenario in using these tools, what will happen, you are giving a request from your browser. From your browser you are giving your request. What this tool will cleverly do, it will capture the copy of the request. It will capture the copy of the request. That request will go to your physical server. Actually it is a man in the middle, right? It takes the copy of the request and it sends the request to your physical server. The physical server will process the data. The physical server will process the data and it will send the response back. It will send the response back. That time what will happen, it will take the copy of the response. It will take the copy of the response as well. It will take the copy of the response and it will send back to the browser. It will send back to the browser. This is what is typically happening in your recording phase. During the recording, this performance testing tools are doing this activity only. Whatever you are accessing from the browser, it will take the copy of the request. The request will reach to the physical server. Physical server will give back the response. It will take the copy of the response and it will give the response back to the browser. This is what is typically happening during the recording phase. During the recording phase, this is what is happening. Say like recording is completed. You completed your record. And then what will you do? You will do replay to validate what is happening. To replay what is happening. During the replay, what will happen? There is no concept called browser. During the replay, there is no concept called browser because the tool is having the copy of the request. What it will do? It will superimpose the value that is captured during the recording. It is having the copy of the request, right? That copied request will be going to your server. The server will process the data. The data it will give back the response back. The physical server will give the response back. That response will be compared with the already recorded response. If both are same, it will say pass. If both are not same, it will say fail. That is how during the replay it will work. During the replay it will work. Now guys, everybody can understand why I mentioned this end user response time will not be captured by your PT tool, because there is no layer of what? Anybody can say? There is no layer of what?
Presentation layer.
What is that?
Presentation layer, right? Because we
Your
are
voice
working
is
on.
no, your voice is breaking.
Okay. We are dealing with the transport layer over here, right? So
Yeah,
there's no
exactly.
presentation layer.
Yeah, exactly. Use the term. We are communicating in the transport layer. We are not doing it in the presentation layer. Okay. So this layer is actually missing. This layer itself missing. So we are not actually measuring your end user response time. Because of that reason only, now you guys, those who are performance testers, you can easily recollect. Because of that reason only, in your script, somewhere something failed means you are doing the security token, client token manually, you are passing in. Because of that reason only, you are passing the headers manually. Because of that reason only, you are passing the cache cookie concepts and all manually, because there is no real browser is actually involved in the HTTP protocol. I'm clearly telling you that is there in the HTTP protocol logic. Everybody able to understand? Anybody have any question? Please ask me, guys.
Ishan, maybe the one question is like, so is the AppDynamics capable to capture those end user responses?
Yeah, that is the reason I brought in this topic. This one, yeah. There is
Okay,
there is a agent called user experience agent in AppDynamics. Okay, that agent will takes care of your browser real user, browser synthetic. Both the things possible. That is the reason I brought in this topic. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks for your question. So basically, this picture I wanted to explain is that, like, in HTTP protocol, that concept is not there. Somebody can, those who are little good in LoadRunner, they can actually argue with me that there is a protocol called TrueClient protocol. Why you are not saying that is not at all available? In TrueClient protocol, we can get the client-side metric right. Like that also somebody can discuss with me. Yes, it is true that it is available, but it is not the exact replica of what we are expecting. It is actually a page loading response time only. It is not actually giving you what is typically expected in the user experience metric. TrueClient protocol will give a client-side metric, but it is not typically exact replica of your end user metric. Okay, so we need to have that understanding, and then that is the reason we are coming to AppDynamics, where you have user experience agents that are available, which is actually helping you to have a better understanding of your browser component loading, CSS, JS, PNG, JPEG. Like that, you have a clarity of what is actually really happening in the browser. For that purpose only, we are using this user experience agent. Okay, that is the reason. And sometimes your customer will ask this question also. I don't know how many of them faced this question. In your production, there is a say, like, in your production, maybe AppDynamics is running. In your QA, there is no AppDynamics running. Okay, but the PT report, the performance testing report that you guys are submitting, right? The customer will ask this question. There is a number that I'm receiving in QA. There is a number that I'm receiving in production. Both are not equal. Why? Why it is not equal? That question also every customer nowadays they started asking. Now, now I think I brought in this that clarity to every performance tester in this forum. Why it is not equal? Because your PT tool is not giving the client side response time, end user response time. Because of that, there will be a difference between your AppDynamics report and this report. Now I think everybody is in sync with whatever we are discussing. So for that reason, we can learn AppDynamics too. Okay. And one more, say, like, in this forum, I don't know how many are working in a medium scale company. Their medium scale company, say, there, if you are using a performance testing tool to do certain activity, say, like, your PT report is saying there is a transaction called purchase transaction, example only, right? So there is a transaction called purchase transaction. That purchase transaction, if it is taking 12 seconds, example, that purchase transaction is taking 12 seconds. Okay, you are giving that report to the stakeholder. The stakeholder is asking this question: where that 12 seconds time spent? Is it app layer? Is it web layer? This is DB layer. Where? Will any performance tester can answer? Now, if I say, like, I'm asking this question in this forum, with the PT report that are available, will anybody can say where the time spent? Anybody can say?
Well, this is Sifte. In the modern process, good practices, we can find out, it can pinpoint where it will bisect the time. What is the presentation layer, how much spent, where is the transportation, and where is the database server. So we can pinpoint in this AppDynamics or the other, like Dynatrace, we can pinpoint, but not in the LoadRunner, other things, but these tools can pinpoint where the actual process lost the time.
Exactly. Shifte, you are exactly in sync with my explanation. Yeah, that is the reason we are going to these APM tools, application performance monitoring or management tools. Okay, because now I mentioned, right, in my initial discussion, I've been into this field for more than a decade, right? So whenever we receive one production outage information, say, example, I'm receiving from my production support team that there is a problem, we usually take 8 hours, 16 hours 24 hours like that for finding the issue itself. Fixing is a total different story. Finding the issue itself, we usually take some time. Okay, we all sit together in a single room. I know everybody will aware of the term called war room. Okay, war room, we'll sit in a room, and then the front end developer will do their investigation, back end developer will do their investigation, DBA person will do their investigation, infrastructure support team will do their investigation, PT team guys will sit along with them. If they are fixing anything, they will do the testing like that. It is a could be a little horrible days for those who worked in that work culture, because they will not have a proper break and all. Yeah, they have to continuously work to do that issue uh, resolving things, right? They usually call that as MTTR, mean time to repair or mean time to recovery, right? In retail based companies, I'm saying. So those are all pain areas, right? So now using this APM tool, you will have certain easy going issue identification, bottleneck identification things are there, using each and every agents that are deployed into the respective infrastructure. Say like app agent, machine agent, DB agent, user experience agent. Like that, if you are deploying each and every agent into the respective infrastructure, you will get a layer by layer information. I would say tier by tier also. In I would say recent say like if you are going for any interviews, everybody is asking what is 3-tier architecture and n-tier architecture, right? So once you are having multi-tier environment that you are working, so it is value add that if you are learning these APM tools, you are adding one tool set in your resume, in your lessons, so that you are going to be little more recognized if you are knowing the APM tool, and you have little value add things. I don't know, in recent JDs, job descriptions, wherever you read, definitely one APM tool is there in the list. Definitely. This Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Neuralink. In some cases, they are putting Splunk. Okay. So these tool list is all the way in all the job descriptions nowadays, right? So it is all value add that you are learning some new tool. Okay. So this is going to help you out in that space as well, knowing the tool, doing your investigation bottleneck analysis a little more easily and clearly, so that you are that lead time to resolve that issue, right? You are minimizing that. You are basically minimizing that. Any question till now, guys? Anybody have any question till now?
Yeah, I have a question if you don't mind. I have a question if you don't mind. Can you hear me?
Go ahead with the question, please.
Yeah, so between Dynatrace, AppD, and other APM tools, can you just quickly talk about some differences and why should we prefer AppDynamics over Dynatrace? I mean, what's the reason? Is there a reason we want to go one way or the other way? Just a kind of short synopsis of it. What do you think of it?
Yeah, good question. Say each tool is having their own best features are there. But I would say these APM tools are working in the similar fashion only. Say like I'll tell you one by one, maybe it'll answer your question. Say like this AppDynamics, Dynatrace, Neuralink, every tool is working in the concept of agents. Okay, the agents has to be deployed into the respective place. The agent will collect the data, it sends back to your the respective tool. There the DB will be there. From the DB you are retrieving the data and you are learning the issues. That is what is typically happening. In AppDynamics, individual agents are there. Say like you want to have Java application to be monitored, Java agent is there. .NET application agent to be monitored, .NET agent is there. PHP, Python, like that, the individual agents are there. You need to install that agent. Okay, in AppDynamics. Similar cases for Neuralink as well. Individual agents are there. In Dynatrace, it is a one agent. That individual one agent, name itself one agent, that will be installed into the respective place, and you will do the monitoring. Okay. Similarly, AppDynamics having the artificial intelligence called as call graph. It will exactly say which method is actually contributing for your issue. That same feature is available in Dynatrace as Smartscape topology. Like that, if you're asking me, I'll give you a correlated view of all the APM tools. Think what I'm saying. Every tool is having the same feature in a different name. Okay, in different name, and each tool will have their own graphical representation. AppDynamics will do in different graphical chart level. Dynatrace will do in different way. Neuralink is doing different way. Like that, it will be there. Only thing is, there is all these tools are working in the concept called agile model. So when there is an improvement or some new technology is coming, these APM tools are growing up to the market. That is a best part in that. When these APM tools are growing along with the technology, your job is little easy. So that is how. And AppDynamics tool, I would say, when they are happen to be acquired by Cisco, right? These guys are almost compatible with all the latest thing in the agent level or all in the plugin level, whatever the way I would say. They are good in what they are doing, and they are trying to do coverage in all the space, application space, infrastructure space, analytical space, database space, like that. And then the dashboards and alerting system also very good. The AppDynamics alerting system, right? That is also very good. Let's say when you are facing any problem, the intelligence will read the data and it will alert you. Say either sending a mail, sending a message, creating a thread dump, creating some HTTP request, creating a Jira ticket, like that. Lot of alerting features also available in AppDynamics, which is also a unique feature. So that will also help you to do your investigation little easily. Okay, all the way. I don't want to say like this tool is super good or other tool is worst kind of a things. No, or each tool is their own level. They are good in what they are doing. In that, AppDynamics is one such tool which is actually leading in the market. That I can say. This recent surveys, if you take it, this tool, this AppDynamics tool, Dynatrace tool, and Neuralink tool will definitely be there in the list. And the market share also nowadays, these tools only sharing between the market sharing. So in that also, I would say Dynatrace and then your AppDynamics are good in the market share. Did I answer your question?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, no, I'll answer your question. Before that, somebody asked this question, right? Did I answer your question? I think we missed him. Maybe. Okay, no problem. Yeah, please go ahead. Anand, you can
Sir,
go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. Sir, I have three questions in totality. First is like, if we are these tools like independent? So it should not be like to learn AppDynamics, I should know Dynatrace also. Is it a mandate or prerequisite, or
No,
it can go independently?
no, independent. Actually saying all these are independent tools only. AppDynamics is independent, Dynatrace is independent, Neuralink independent. All these three are APM tools, application performance monitoring tools. What happened nowadays in the recent trend, the customers will have an interaction with these people, and then they are trying to purchase these tools and then deploy it into their production or review environment. So all these are independent tools.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Sir, there are three certifications if we come to AppDynamics. One is implementation professional, one is associate administrator, and another is associate performance analyst.
Professional.
So,
Yeah.
so are we able to complete all these three certification once we complete the training with you?
See,
Like,
this question everybody is asking nowadays, but I'll tell you one thing. Sorry, Anand, you are from
yes,
which background currently, Anand?
sir. Right now I'm not into APM tools, but I'm
No,
trying to
no,
upgrade.
Anand. You are from performance testing background. I'm asking.
No, sir.
Okay. Say, say.
I'm not from.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Say, I thought like if you are from the performance testing background, I can give your own example. Okay, no, never mind. So whenever you are going for any examination or certification, right? What is the first and
Yes,
foremost thing it is expected? You need to read the book. You need to read the
yes,
tutorial. Okay, so
Yes.
I will cover it extensively. All thing I will cover it. You can definitely go and attend the certification. That will definitely help you out in clearing the certification. But I'll tell you one class. What is happening nowadays? You know, these people, the certification people, what they are doing, they are exactly going to the theoretical part. Under certain notes, there will be a column called note, right? Under the note, they'll put one dash, and in that dash they will expect you to answer that question. Think about it. All the note part, all the theoretical part and all, we cannot discuss in the your session, right? Because we are here to explain the practical study, your organization oriented study. That time what I recommend to everyone is that if I am covering the practical understanding, before going for the certification exam, at least minimum once you should go through the theoretical content as well. That will exactly help you to clear the certification. Okay, don't
Once,
I'll not say with overconfidence, complete my training,
uh,
go to the certification, you will clear it. That will not happen at all.
okay.
You need to at least once you need to go through the theoretical content, which will help you to clear this certification exam. But our learning will definitely help you. But in order to get more marks, you need to get the theoretical understanding as well. Okay.
Sir, thank you for explanation. Sir, we will have this 15 days free trial account when we study. So, will the certification also take us to complete the full subscription? Then only we can practice, or how it will be ahead? Sir?
No, this is more
Like,
than sufficient. This is more than
okay.
sufficient. So
So,
if you have this trial subscription itself, you can learn everything.
okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Fawad, I think that static information is not from my end. Looks like Anand asked a question, right? In that side, it was the sound. Now I think you are able to clearly hear my voice. Correct, Fawad? Yeah. Okay. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you. So this is what your clear understanding is. Okay. So straight away,
Hi, Balaji, I have another question. If it is fine,
yeah,
I can ask.
yeah, Balaji, please go ahead.
As part of this training, you will be covering the add-on parts, AppDynamics add-ons, where we'll be add-oning in Splunk or new tools like Dexter is there in AppDynamics. These are all covering or?
We actually I am trying to do a Slack integration. Okay, Slack integration we are trying to cover, and then we are trying to cover the heap dump, thread dump, and then mail trigger. All those things we are trying to cover. What you are referring, it is Splunk integration.
Yeah, Splunk will be integrated with AppDynamics as an add-on.
Yeah, see, this is a trial license, right? I think the integration will not be straightforward. But I'll note your point, Balaji. Okay, I'll note your point. During our day one session, I'll update you that whether I can do any workaround to do this integration part, Balaji. Okay, I'll note your point. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks for your question. So in this course content, we are going to do policies and health rules. That is what I mentioned, right? That the intelligence that is built in, right? Say traditionally, those who are doing the system support team, you know, they'll be sitting in front of the machine all the way round the clock. They'll see to that is there any CPU memory problem or what these that like that they do the monitoring. But now using this alerting mechanism, they will get the alerting through mail, through SMS. All those options are available in this the AppDynamics too, so that they can easily do that activity. And I'm also going to do how to trigger a thread dump, how to trigger a heap dump in AppDynamics. We are going to learn what is heap dump, thread dump understanding, and we are going to learn dashboard creation, report creation, those concepts also. Okay, dashboard creation, that is actually I interacted with many AppDynamics administrators. Okay, I interacted with many AppDynamics administrators. Many are only doing the dashboard monitoring. That's all. Dashboard monitoring is a mainstream job for certain people. They will not do the remaining activity, whatever we are mentioned, right? the app configuration, database configuration, those things. They are only doing this dashboard monitoring. So we are going to cover that as well. And then we are going to say, like I mentioned, right, call graph, the investigation part, call graph, right? That will be dedicatedly explained. There is a real-time behavior that I will explain. Say like I will execute one Jmeter script. Jmeter script I will execute. That load will be coming to your AppDynamics, and how we are going to do the investigation. That is what we are going to cover it in the call graph. It will be a real-time one. And then REST API. Say like AppDynamics exposing their data in the form of REST API. Okay. So those who are wish to extract the data from AppDynamics to some other source, they can use the Postman. I'll explain that. Using the Postman, I'll extract the data and I'll show that one. And I'll also show you the AppDynamics integration with LoadRunner, AppDynamics integration with the Jmeter. That will also be covered in our session. Say like when performance tester is doing the testing, and that data how you can visualize in AppDynamics, that is also covered. And then there is a concept called baselining. Baselining is simple. You are trending, day wise trend, week wise trend, month wise trend, like that you can do a baselining concept. That is also covered. And then tips and tricks, real world example will be covered, and you can ask your questions. Basically these are the course content that we are planning to do. Say I'll quickly show the AppDynamics tool. I'll show you in the day one session how to create an account. That and all I'll cover it later. For now, I'll explain I'll show you the key feature of your AppDynamics. So this is the AppDynamics SaaS account. I'll during our course journey, I will explain what is SaaS account, what is on-premises account, all those things. Okay. So basically, we are going to learn these things like application agent, user experience agent, database agent, machine agent. Server is nothing but machine agent. And then your dashboard creations and report creations and alerts and response. Almost we are covering all the tabs in this SaaS account. Say if you are trying to do your application monitoring. Say an example, you are planning to do application monitoring. Your application is actually a Java application. Okay. Say how you can do that. You can create an application. Okay, create an application, and then you can say my application is a Java application. Okay, so Java application, which means that my application should be up and running, right? Say an example, this is my application. Say this is my application. I'll show you during our regular session how to set it up, this application and all. Okay, how to set it up, this Apache Tomcat application and all, I'll explain. Okay, for now I'm just bringing you the feature capability, right? So I'm scrolling down. So my JVM is a Sun JRocket JVM only, and then I'm downloading this agent. Okay, I'm downloading this agent. Basically this is a Java agent I'm trying to download. Okay, I'm trying to download. Okay, it is downloaded now, right? My Java agent got downloaded. It's taking little time to complete. We wait for a minute. Yeah, it is completed now. So this is that. What I'm doing, I'm cutting this agent from my download folder and then bring it to my folder. Okay, say like I'm doing this. Okay, so I can extract this the agent that I downloaded. Very simple. I downloaded the Java agent and I extracted that Java agent. Okay, inside that there is a jar file called Java agent. There is a jar file. So what I can do, I can copy this path. I can copy this path, entire path. Okay, so if I go to the AppDynamics also once, just because in AppDynamics also there is a procedure document, right? So I downloaded the agent, fourth step completed. Fifth step, what they are doing, you have to unzip that. We did it, and then we have to edit the startup file of your server. Okay, edit the startup file of your server, and then you have to paste it like this. If you want to understand what is your server, basically in my case it is Apache Tomcat. Your case it may be a JBoss or WebSphere, whatever you are. But if, each and every procedure document that are available, okay, don't want to worry at all. Now what I'm doing, in my case it is a Apache Tomcat one, right? I'm going to the Apache Tomcat server. Inside the bin folder there is a file called catalina.batch file. So I can go here. So at say initial declaration part and all completed, at a fine point, say like here you can see there is a syntax set Catalina OPTS. Okay, this is a syntax actually. If you go, I told you, right, if you go and read that point, this AppDynamics, just I'll show that this document I told you, right, the Apache Tomcat document. If you go and read that, whatever I'm doing only it is there. So very simple. Inside the config file, which is a catalina.bat file, right? You have to add this line, guys. You have to add this line. So in my case, I to my previous batch, okay, to my previous batch I added this, right? So that is the reason it is already available, this line, but usually it will not be there. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to copy that value. What is that value? My folder value. This is a folder value, right? The app agent folder value, that I can copy it, come here and then paste the value. Okay, copy here, paste the value, which means that under C Saravanan, this entire folder, the Java jar file is there. That is what I'm trying to explain. I'm saving this. Okay, I'm saving this, closing this file. I'm closing this file. So straight away I'm going to that Apache Tomcat folder. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute this, start this server. Basically I'm going to start this server. Say this part in detail we are going to see it in our day 1 session or day 2 session. For now, in the demo session I wanted to bring you the fundamental understanding. That is the reason I'm doing this. So if you click enter, the agent should be showing here, full agent registration. You can see AppDynamics agents are taken by the Apache Tomcat server. Okay, while starting the server, the AppDynamics agents are taken. You can see Java agent version, Java agent, all classes have been preloaded, Java agent started successfully, like that. A message is coming. Till now, any question, guys? Anybody have any question till now?
Sir, we do not need any hardcore scripting knowledge for this, right?
No, it is no coding knowledge is required on it. It is everything
Okay.
is all procedures. Whatever you are doing is a procedure.
Basically, sir, I'm from administrator role. That's why I asked. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. So
Hi, this is Bhargav.
yeah, Bhargav.
I am a performance test engineer. I have one question here.
Yeah.
Where historical data will store here in AppDynamics? It will store in App Store,
In
or it's having separate DB for
it,
AppDynamics?
it is having separate database. I'll explain architecture. I'll explain Bhargav during our course session. That time I'll explain what is that individual components and all. Okay.
Okay. When we will config agents, right? So it may affect to our server. I mean, it may degrade response time from our server, or
It,
it will be added in.
I got your question. Will there any override created when you're installing this agent? This question almost everybody will ask this, Bhargav. What AppDynamics team, their vendor team, is claiming that they are not using 2% of the CPU, not more than 2% of the CPU. That is what they are claiming, Bhargav. In their official information also they are mentioning they are not taking not more than 2% of the CPU. Bhargav. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. So the server started. Now what I can do, I can go here, launch my application. Launch my application is my application is running in localhost colon 8080 slash Jpet store. This is my application. I need to verify my application is up and running or what. Yeah, it is up and running now. So I can do certain transaction that I will explain during our course journey. I will explain like instead of manually doing it, how can I execute through Jmeter, how the data volume can be created and all. We will see in the regular course journey. For now, I'm manually doing certain transaction. Okay, manually doing certain transaction in order to my agent. What it will do? My agent will collect the data. My agent will collect the data and it will send the data to the AppDynamics SaaS account. Okay, so that part I'm doing now. I'm making the load to be given to my Java agent. Okay, that is what I'm really doing. I'm simply doing some 3 to 5 transactions. Usually it will take 3 to 5 minutes, max 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes it will take it for digestion of the data, and then that will be coming to your AppDynamics. Okay, so now whatever I'm doing, my understanding is that my AppDynamics agent is actually collecting the data. Okay, I'm done with this part, right? So now I'm going back. Okay, I'm going back. It has to show that the data received. Okay, it has to show that the data received. We'll wait for some time. Within very few minutes, you can see in the right hand side also they mentioned it takes few minutes for the agent to establish connection with controller. Okay, this is a controller, the front end controller. Okay, so which means that it usually takes some time. If in a worst case, say like you are waiting for even more than 5 minutes also, even then the data is coming, you can take the recovery action. We'll wait for some time. I hope definitely it should come, because we created certain traffic. It will take the data back to the controller, your AppDynamics controller, and then it has to really show that. We'll wait for some time. You can see in the right hand side there are 5 notifications are coming, right? You can see that there is an app that is actually discovered. It is actually giving you high level information. Actually it has to reflect in this page, but instead it is giving me a notification. There is an option in AppDynamics to see the notification. Okay, that is actually giving you a positive sign that your AppDynamics Java agent is actually typically sending the data from your infrastructure, your application server to here, your application server to your AppDynamics one. Okay, say like as I mentioned, usually what I do, I will pump in the data. I will pump in for now. I maybe did it 3 to 5 times of the data loading, right? Maybe this is for AppDynamics to realize that it is actually a traffic that is coming will be sometimes a little low in volume, but it's what it will do, it will say this connection also established once the data is properly digested by your AppDynamics SaaS account. This arrow mark will be coming, and then you have to click this continue button. That will actually go to your application tab. That is actually the procedure. In sometimes there are, it is a known, I would say known aspect only. If sometimes if it is not coming this particular place, if it is not showing that the data enablement, what you can do straight away, you can go to the application tab. You can see that is actually already created. That is actually already created. So the second line, if it is not coming also, sometimes the refresh issue will be there. So you can come here and then click this application. Your entire data flow map data collection will be there. Flow map data collection will be there. This is actually how we are doing your application agent configuration in AppDynamics. Anybody have any question, guys, till now?
Hi, Bhargav here. Actually, we are working on Kubernetes environment. Can you explain how we need to configure in Kubernetes?
Kubernetes is a little different configuration, Bhargav. K8 configuration, you have to do it. It is all, I would say, extensions, plugins kind of a thing. Okay, but still you can do it. You can do it. It will be a little different procedure. Okay. I don't have the Kubernetes environment right now, so that I cannot explain that. But I can explain you orally that how we can do it during our regular course session. I'll explain how you can do it so that you can do it in your infrastructure. If you are facing any problem, you let me know. Okay, say I'll tell you, I can bring in all the flavors, all the topics inside the course content. That the problem is there is an investment required for each and every spaces, right? Say like this K8 Kubernetes CTL environment or Helm environment, whatever we are doing, or the containers, or there are little investment will be there. That will actually attributed to your course content fees only. That is the reason we are little hesitant in adding certain course content into this mainstream content. But as far as currently what we are having, it is a maximum coverage of everything. Since you requested this Kubernetes, right? I'll maybe in our course journey, I'll try to explain how we can do that. Maybe you can try to do it in your real world environment and let me know, so that we can discuss that. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you in the actually a lot of capabilities are there. For now, I just show you how the app agent is actually configured and how the data is actually coming to AppDynamics. So guys, say, sorry, I think which page I am. Sorry. Yeah, I'm coming here. So this is what the coverage that we did now, right? We are going to have a detailed session of each and everything in our course journey. Those who are interested to proceed further, please reach out to Kumar sir. Just, yeah. This is Kumar sir number 80199524227. I'll repeat again, 80199524227. You can reach out to Kumar sir for further information related, like the commercial related or the other clarifications required, or you can reach out to my number as well, 97907902993. My name is Saravanan. So you can +91 is usual number plus. Okay. Okay, 9790790293. This is my number. You can reach out to my number or Kumar sir number for any clarifications required. Feel free to call us or message us for get the clarification. Probably we are planning to start by Monday our first session, day one session of AppDynamics session, and this is a time slot 8 to 9 Indian time, 8 to 9 the same time slot we are going to go with, and it is planning to go with max of 15 hours of session, 15 plus maybe. Okay, so and commercial related things, I think you need to talk to Kumar sir for further information. I hope we'll all travel together in this AppDynamics course journey from Monday. Thanks for giving this opportunity for me to take this demo session to everyone. Thanks everyone for joining this demo session. Thanks everyone showing this interest to learn some new tool and increase your breadth of knowledge in this tool set. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks all. Bye bye.
Thank you.